let's just take a moment to praise a great American. She's an owner of a car wash in Torrance, California. Apparently some ICE thugs, and we don't know who these guys are. You can go buy most of this gear at at the Army Navy store. And this is great. I don't know. Is this a bystander, I guess? Or it's unclear to me who it is. But they're going in and harassing guys working at car wash. And let's be clear. Every time you see these images of ICE going into work sites, it should be a clue to you that these immigrants are working. That's why they go to work sites.
Not, shoveling drugs to elementary schools.
I've heard story of ICE going on to private property where there's people working on building a house dressed as construction workers, with tool belts on and rounding up guys. Oh, this says the KTOA says it's the owner of the car wash. Okay, this is great. And good for her.
No tiene que contestar nada. No tiene que contestar nada.
You don't have to answer anything.
Oh yeah, I'll read those. Yeah.
No tiene que contestar.
You don't have to answer anything.
Hey. Batch. Okay, you need to identify yourselves. You need to identify yourselves. No, you need to identify yourselves. This is kidnap. This is kidnap. You need to fucking identify yourselves. You identify yourselves. What's your batch number?
I identify myself to him. I'm talking to him. I'm not talking to you.
No.
Now, pause it for 1 second. My understanding is once these guys come on private property, they need to show a judicial warrant. If you're in on public property, they don't need to show a judicial warrant. But if to enter into your premises, they need to have a warrant, and it needs to be signed by a judge. It needs to say Judge Jones or whatever the judge's name. You need to see that warrant. Sometimes they'll hold up an administrative warrant signed by an ICE agent. That is not enough for them to enter private property. Go ahead.
We didn't see any of that shit. We didn't see any of that. No tiene que contestar ninguna pregunta.
Don't answer any questions. Did they identify themselves?
Okay. Mi madres, no conteste nada. No conteste nada.
Don't answer anything.
Ni firme nada.
I confirm nothing.
Why don't you question me? You guys are not even ICE. You need to identify yourselves. You're just nothing but fucking bounty.
Ma'am, this is an immigration inspection.
Can I see your badge, please?
My badge is right here.
No, I don't see it.
Yeah, it's right there.
No, I need to see it. No, this is kidnap. This is kidnap.
No.
This is kidnap.
This is an immigration inspection.
This is a kidnap.
You can record all you want. Just please stay out of the way so you're safe, okay?
I am staying out of the way, but it is also my right to record.
Yeah, absolutely. Record all you want.
I think it's also her right, if she is the owner of this property, to say, get off my property.
And you can see the way they stand at the sort of door of it, like they almost know it's like vampires needing to be invited in, sort of thing. The other guy was doing that.
I agree.
So this is fucking kidnap. Because you guys just show up and you do not identify yourselves, so they don't have to go. They don't have to go with you guys. You identify yourselves?
Oh, yeah, I just identified.
I need to see the badge.
Oh, no, my badge is right here.
No, that is not your badge.
It is.
It's not your badge. You know what? I do have a little bit of education, and I know that is not your badge. That is not your badge.
I think you can hear maybe somebody else, I don't know if it's the owner, yelling at them to get out. And they do seem to be holding right at that threshold.
Which I imagine the driveway is probably private property too, but
Must be really cold out in LA. That's why they've got to wear those ski masks. What a bunch of cowards.
It's like ice with freaking out of shape, fat asses.
I was just gonna say they're gonna go to the drive-thru, get some shake, and try to shake down some other workers.
I am not in favor of fat shaming.
Racial profiling is against the law, you motherfuckers. Get the f out of here, assholes.
Yeah, they got a massive camera. I wonder what that's for.
Hell? What's going on?
No, these are not even eyes. These are not eyes. These are fucking bounty hunters. Fuck them, assholes.
I mean, it's unclear, you know, what's going on there. I'm not in favor of fat shaming, but I do appreciate any mechanism that you can deploy to shame any of these people at any time about anything.
Or about signaling that they're worthy of disrespect.
Exactly. Exactly. Very important. Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.